Cleo, like I said, I found you and that captain all banged up in that smashed up starship down on midspace. I scooped you up. I got you out before the gates closed. You're welcome, by the way. I didn't see no sign of your friends.
Well, I mean, thanks. But now, Marco, I don't know where anything is. I don't even have all my stuff.
Well, here, your stuff's gone, Cleo. Your friends are gone. Anything that was on that command ship is gone. Heck, you gotta start thinking about what you're gonna do next.
Well, that can't be true. I ain't never had to think of, I don't know what I'm gonna do next.
Heck. Well, I let it slip to Bortus and Fronn that you are still...
They know?
Well, heck, I thought you was dead.
Oh, heck. They know. Were they mad? What'd they say? Are we going there?
That's where we're going, Cleo. I gotta drop you off on Diaus, and I gotta hightail out of here.
You're gonna leave me there?
All this bio-life heat, I can't be bringing that back home to Diaus.
You're not gonna... I mean, I'm fine, but you're not gonna come? Where are you gonna go? And I'm gonna be by myself? But on Diaus, Marco, everybody's gonna see me.
Yeah, about that. I was thinking if we put a couple of holes in this and drape that on over, there we go. Ain't no one gonna know what kind of beast you are.
Marco, it's real hard to breathe in this.
Yeah, it's gonna be real hot and sweaty too, but you got any better ideas?
I surely do not.
Now you gotta wait till you get inside with Bortus and Fronn before you let anyone see you like that, because people of Diaus, they don't got a lot of love for the earth sign kind no more, if you catch my drift.
Oh, I think I caught it.
Now people of this town in particular, they ain't gonna be none too happy to see what you look like, because they think that the thing that you are now is what killed their hero, Cleo deCap.
Oh, heck.
Hello and welcome, everybody. We are back again for another thrilling installation of...
Oh, yes, we are.
That tidy little podcast that we try to pump out every 2 weeks called...
Yeah.
Backwater Bastards in Space.
In space.
In space.
What was that?
Who was that?
Who was that?
We left the
space.
front door open again.
With me
I thought we
today,
talked to you
as
about that.
ever, we do have Daniel Matthews, a.k.a. Dr. Z, the Psychic Jellyfish.
I will roll for telepathy now, perception, to try and figure out who this intruder is.
Over there on my other side, we have Taylor, a.k.a. Cleo deCap, the explosives expert bear.
Well, heck and dang it. Who's in here with us? Who's in the bathtub?
And returning all the way from last season, Cleo Day, it is Willem, a.k.a. Fronn.
Hello, everybody. I'm back.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite.
Here we go,
Welcome back.
y'all.
Here we go.
It's good to have you back, Will.
Thank you very much.
Hope you're ready to cry.
Oh no, we don't. We can't do that again. That was so good last time, though.
It's all right. This time, no one's dying. People are coming back from the dead.
Oh, no, the undead.
I mean,
That's also a
you know
reason to
what?
cry, I guess.
Yeah.
You never know. The
This
dice
is
do
true.
what
We'll
they
see
do.
what the dice do.
The dice do what they do.
And leading us, as always, taking us through this dusty venture in the Wild West on the outskirts of the Imperium, it is the appealing,
The rousing.
The overwhelming.
the dramatic,
The intoxicating.
The zestful.
and the astonishing Dynamite!
Whoa.
Fanfare all around.
I know, it was pretty
It's
good.
even better with 3 of you doing it.
Well, ain't that just, what you say when
Yep.
it's true?
That seemed quite sexual as well, actually.
Yes. Yep.
I
Spell
think you
it
need to
out.
point that out.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like Voltron. The more you hook up, the better it gets.
Whoa.
exactly.
Whoa.
Does Voltron do that? Because I know the Megazord did that. And it got really
Well,
pretty
you
fucking
guys just
silly.
ruined it. Gross.
This is why
The
we can't have
Megazord,
nice
right?
things.
Like when the Green Ranger one went onto it, it looked pretty cool. But then when the White Ranger showed up, and then you got the Diplodocus, and it just sort of like just climbs onto it. It's like that just looks stupid.
Okay,
Wow.
so we've got you've got a preferred number of Power Rangers on your things.
Yeah, I got no time for the White Power Ranger.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, well, I am hecking excited to get back into it. I'm going to play that music, Dick. Lead us in.
Let's go.
As Cleo steps out of Margot's ship into the familiar, dry heat of Diaus. As Margot gives a perfunctory goodbye, closes the door, and takes off,
No.
leaving Cleo wrapped up head to toe in blankets on the outskirts of something rather new. Because this isn't just desert with caravans moving about. Cleo is standing outside of a town. It's not the most permanent of towns. It's not the most well-built of structures. Yet there's chain link fence that goes around the outside. Caravans have been put up on blocks. Some of them don't even have wheels anymore.
Dang.
There's even a few actual buildings, and sure, they're made of scrap. Like, there's clearly armor plating from recycled starships. There's quite a lot of white board taken directly from the BioLife facility, but it is what it is. It is a permanent home. It is a town in the middle of the Diaus Desert. And as she trudges in through the swinging gates, there is the beginnings of streets even, where gravel and junk has been pushed down into the sand to create firm roads to walk on. People give her a weary look as she walks by, but nobody outright complains or says anything. It seems like this town expects the occasional visitor even. And as she works her way down the street, she can see up ahead what must be the town hall, for it is the biggest and grandest structure in the center of the town, made almost exclusively from recycled scrap from the demolished BioLife facility, gleaming white in the sun. The beginnings of a town square out front. Looks like someone has even started to dig out some sort of fountain in the center. And as she steps up to that center of the town square, she sees a concrete block which has a plaque on it. Looks as though someone's going to get around to putting a statue there one of these days. But for now, there's just a concrete block and a plaque that says, "In dedication to our founder, Cleo deCap." Oh, shivering. As Cleo, the lone wanderer, steps towards the town hall, I'll take you inside to see two familiar faces standing in next to a desk, awaiting Cleo's arrival. Bortus and Fronn.
Fronn, I am not sure how we are going to do this, buddy. I have never made a jacket of this size or proportions, but heck, I think this is going to be the right size. Can you pass me that needle, please, friend?
Sure, Bortus, here you go. But
Right.
why are we making it this big?
Well, look, I told you that Cleo was, like, not dead and stuff, even though we were pretty sure Cleo was, like, dead and stuff, and, like, we buried her body, but yeah. So, turns out, not dead.
Not dead.
Yeah,
Kinda
not dead.
Kind of like you were.
Yeah, exactly. But instead of having like a really smart brain just inhabit my pretty smart brain that was already in there, we've got Cleo coming back who is inhabiting like a pretty big bear fella. So that's going to be Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
we're going to make this jacket, and it's gonna have to fit a bear. So I hope that the stretchy material that I took off some chairs will be pretty adequate. It's pretty patchwork, eh? But
Yeah, but stretching is important.
yeah, stretching is very important. Actually, have you done yours today? I have not done mine.
I did. I always do it first thing in the morning.
Oh, you are very good at that. Very lively in the morning. I'll save mine for the evening, but I might get a few done now.
One
But
facing
morning is-
forward, one facing backwards.
But morning is always when I wake up. So
And I always do it before I go to
Even
bed.
if it's
Helps
in
me
the
limber up
afternoon.
before I get those dreams in, you know?
But the most important part, did you put the C on there?
Fronn, I've got it
No?
printed out here. We can do it together.
Lord,
Here
I
we
just
go.
passed you the needle. You have
Right.
to start. I will finish.
Okay, here we go.
One's got the
Ouch.
needle, one's got the thread.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Do you need more thread? I'll roll some more down.
Why does it hurt every time? I think I need a thimble. Ouch.
What is a thimble?
Aren't those things that like... Are they called
Yes, the
thimbles?
thing you put. It's literally
they
a
are.
thimble is
Yeah,
what
yeah,
he
yeah.
needs. You can stab into your thimble and not your actual finger.
Look, I'm doing this out of love. But yeah, it turns out there's a bit more of my blood in this jacket than I would have hoped for. But okay, great.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, nah, but no more tears today. Cleo, deCap.
That's what you think. Cleo is back!
Cleo is alive and well, but big. Anyways, here's your turn. You finish off that C. I'm going to get my stretches in.
Ouch. Yep. Ouch. 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 I need one of those things too, please.
Yeah, nah, next time we should print a thimble each. All right, add it to the list.
Are you still wearing the thimble as you do the stretches?
Pass it over.
There's some more art.
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell, Fronn, you know what? I think in another life, we were probably artisans.
You mean we make stuff?
Yeah.
Why would we make stuff? We've got this printer to do all the work now.
Yeah, but I reckon in another life, you and I were probably the stuff that this printer is made of.
Ah, I see. Yep. Yep.
And now we wait. Heck, I was kind of hoping that they would show up before the jacket was done.
Why would you hope that, boy?
Yeah, wait, no, I don't know.
So that they would know all the work we've put in.
So they could see how much time and effort and blood and sweat and tears this took?
Well, that and just trying to be distracted from the incredible awkwardness of this moment. Because, holy heck, Fronn, I was pretty sure that she was dead. I mean, we did the funeral and everything.
Yeah, we did do that. And then we named the town after her.
Which is probably fair enough still. It's a good name for a town.
But does the name still stay now that she's still alive?
Yeah, nah, people always name stuff after themselves, right? I think that's totally fine. You get like the local postman, he's the only postman in the whole village, and so he has all the post come to him, and he just goes, yeah, nah, this place is called me, because that's where the post is going.
Post town?
Yeah, like Post Town, exactly. And we all know what they're like, egotistical maniacs.
We've just established that the neighbouring town that they have a rivalry with is called Post Town.
Post Town, after the one guy who gets all the post.
As Cleo steps in through the doors into the town hall, she is less than surprised to see that the inside is one huge structure filled with machines and reclaimed oddities, with piles and piles of partially finished projects, presumably for the use of the citizens of this town, with shelves leaning against other shelves, filled up with various printed parts, perhaps from learning to use some of the BioLife technology. Bortus and Fronn have accidentally made far too many of some of these items. But they'll get put to use one day. But Cleo's not really looking at any of that, as she sees Bortus and Fronn at the far end of the room, talking to one another over a desk, and looking up to see her hulking form step into the hall.
Hey! Anybody in here? Hi! Hey!
Bortus! The boss is back!
The boss! Holy heck! Run, Bortus! Anyway, I'm Bortus.
Leave that in.
Oh, run, Bortus!
Run, Fronn! Ah, we're coming, Cleo, you big sack of beans! Oh, get out of the way, Fronn. I'm gonna get there first. I get to touch the boss before you do. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, why do we have to live in such big, expansive places right now? Oh, my lord. We're so blessed with so much indoor space. Oh.
Incredible.
Fronn,
And more importantly, they're not being weird about it.
Yeah.
Fronn, do you go high or do I go low? What are we doing?
Well, since I am the shorter one, it makes sense that I go low
All right,
and you go high.
let's take her out. Cap cuddle time. Ah!
And as Bortus and Fronn finally make their way across the town hall, catching Cleo in a tackle hug, it is like catching a wall in a tackle hug, to be honest.
Oh,
they almost bounce off her, but hang on for dear life as Cleo isn't barely budged by their presence. Looking down at them, confusion giving way to realization. She recognizes the voices, the presence of her two oldest friends.
In the whole world.
Oh, bloody
Two
hell,
oldest
Cleo,
friends
you
in
missed
the
out.
whole world.
Okay, so we've got some new stuff. The town's really expanded. Fronn got some new dirt. I've been collecting. We've still been collecting dirt. I know we've got the food replicators, but we've been collecting dirt. Fronn, tell her about your collection of dirt.
Yeah, it's full of. I've got buckets and buckets
Buckets
and
of
containers, and I put dirt in everything.
Oh, there's like so much of it. We've even got entire warehouses now, warehouses of dirt, and we don't need the dirt. As you can see, you saved the world. You put everything in there. We've got the replicators, but now we've got dirt upon dirt upon dirt. And
And we do
Cleo-
lots and lots of projects. You can see us printing all the time.
Yep, and we've been doing our stretches every day, so we're very limber. Don't worry about it. The next time we get in a fight, we'll be there
Yeah,
for
I
you.
did mine this morning.
Yep, I'll do mine tonight. Don't worry about it.
But geez, boss, you've gotten big.
Oh, very strong. Oh, I bet no one's gonna take down the caps now. Oh, check out this guy. Pretty fucking
Back
huge.
in business.
Hell. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, boss, but don't worry about it. There's gonna be even more stuff now that you're back in town. Heck, Post Town better watch out.
I never thought I'd see y'all again.
Yeah, nah, we were pretty convinced you were dead as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, and we did like a funeral and
There
stuff.
was a big pyre,
Yeah.
and then a big fire.
Yep, that's what happened. We lit fire to that pyre. But I guess you probably could guess that much.
And it was right out there where the statue is now. Well, the statue is going to be, but there's a plaque.
Yep. We've got to get around to making the statue, but something came up.
I love the idea that you can't print statues, but you can print plaques, and there's like fucking like 100 of those Cleo plaques like somewhere in this room.
But wait there, boss. We've got a project we've been working on right now. Fronn, let's go get the jacket.
Yes, let's get the jacket.
Oh, okay, yeah, just come over here. You can stand right here underneath the spotlight.
Fronn runs over to the table and gets the jacket, but like holds it up like above his head, but the droops over him entirely. And then he's like this way and then that way as he's trying to make his way back to Cleo.
I'll stand behind Fronn and lead by holding the hips, moving Fronn in front of Cleo.
Here you go, boss.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Cap's back in business right now.
Oh man, I gotta like shed all these rags, all the blankets. So now I guess they're really seeing it.
Yeah,
This
they're gonna
is
see the bare face and the teeth.
The whole
and those
thing.
Dead little Ursine eyes.
the whole thing. I'm nervous about it because
You want to do a disrobing
like a
talk through?
sound. Well, I'm not gonna do it that fast. I'm kind of like I've got a couple of them. Margot set me up.
I'm actually sort of like like bandage unwrapping, like
Yeah.
kind of like Invisible Man kind of thing, like.
It's definitely like a peeling apart here because I've got a lot of square footage to cover. One goes down. There's an arm out. Couple more. One was just a rag. But you can see my face now, and I'm unwinding it, and I am fully the thing that we fought when we were last together. Still got a couple of my things. I didn't lose everything in space, but, some of my armor is probably gone. Some of it's damaged. But I got my blaster. That was, magneted on, so don't worry about that. But, I'm a big creature.
Hey, Bortus, check out this big gun.
heck. What type of
Yeah.
weapon is that?
Well, I mean, it's custom.
Well,
I've been working
did-
on it.
Did you print this, boss?
yeah. Of course the boss printed it, Fronn. It's a custom gun, and the boss don't use anything not custom. We are Caps, after all. We do it ourselves, or we don't do it at all.
Yeah, we does. That is the truth. Now, I've been working on it for a long time, so, it's seen a couple upgrades, and every now and then I get a pretty good take, and I modify it. It's the same as ever.
Holy heck. Fronn, can you imagine the takes that Cleo can take now? Oh,
Yes, with those big hands.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Check out things twice as big.
She can maybe carry even 2 printers this time.
2 printers? Bloody hell, we're still doing pretty good with the printers we've got. But I can imagine the cans that they would carry.
You can never, ever have enough printers.
Yeah, now, actually, truth.
I guess that's what they mean when they say a printing farm.
Ah.
Is when you have 2 printers.
Yeah, we're gonna start a farm now.
Wow, yeah. Don't tip over the outhouse here, but I guess I could. I've been known to carry, a couple things.
Holy heck, what else have you been doing on your adventures? I imagine you've probably been shooting a few bad fellas with that gun.
Yeah, there's a couple. You wouldn't believe it, but I have, gotten into a couple tiffs. I know it's hard to believe because I'm not really getting into too much, but
You're pretty diplomatic, actually.
I think so.
They probably hit you first.
Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time they did. And I've been out there. I've been to mid-space.
What?
And I know
It goes all the way that far into the middle?
Yeah. Who would have guessed?
Bloody hell. Space is huge.
Space, it might be. I think it's even bigger than what I've seen.
But how did you get out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
What happened when you got put into this body?
yeah, about that.
Oh, the real question.
Bloody hell, Fronn, you don't waste any time, eh?
Well, I used the thing like you. It worked.
Right, so you now have like a best friend inside your head as well that speaks to you in like
Well-
kind of the same language, but sometimes the words are just got too many syllables.
Yeah. Well, no, because for me, I got put in here.
Right, yeah.
I got put in here, and it wasn't really easy. They didn't want to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to them at all. And to be honest, I don't know how to. I don't even know if they're here. I talked to somebody. There's a couple. Oh, I ain't really never talked about this. There is something in there, but I don't know who it is, and sometimes there's somebody else, and a couple people's been in there. If we're being honest, I got a friend. Oh, y'all are gonna love Z.
Holy heck, the gang has been growing while we've been waiting here for your triumphant return. There's a whole gang of us out there now?
Well, there was. That's kind of how I got back here. I had some people, like a family, like the Caps. And Margot got me, but she says they're all dead.
Well, heck, let me tell you something about dead. Turns out, not that final, because, heck, We've done your pyre and burning, because that's what you do with a pyre. And, look, you're back. So, heck what Margot says. She's a stink breath anyways. Never really listened to her that much.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's a stink breath, but...
She told us not to print so many things, and we still printed things.
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet she did. I bet she really did.
She also told us to stop collecting dirt, but you never know when things go broke.
Boy, she's like hollering down a well, but I mean, she really... but, you know, she might be a stink breath, but she saved me. And I mean, when I left, I woke up like this. And I didn't know... I didn't know if y'all would... I didn't know how y'all would take it. So I left.
Well, you would have been really scary, I think, because we had just fought off so many of those creatures. But you are still Cleo. I don't know. I think we would have known that it was you, boss.
Yeah,
But
look,
we understand.
I know that we proved ourselves in combat, so yeah, we might have given you a few quick punches from like our swift, agile combat experience that we had gained from that battle. But, you know, I'm sure you could have taken a few hits, and, you know, but yeah, you're still our boss.
Dang.
Sometimes I'm the dumb one, hey? Well, maybe not anymore, but that's a different half of my brain. I just carry the bullet, Fronn carries the gun. You show us where to shoot it. It doesn't matter what body you're in. You just point,
Yeah.
we'll be there.
Yeah. Caps for life.
Cap.
Yeah. Caps for life. Hell. Well, I mean, let me put this jacket on. This is fine work.
Oh, I hear that, Fronn.
You didn't even print this. This is
We made it.
wow.
Handcrafted.
Like all the best stuff.
Look at that. And she's putting it on. And you know what?
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this. A little bit.
Yeah, I can-
Maybe too much
Yeah,
blood.
don't tell her about the blood, sweat, and tears, Fronn. That's,
I can imagine. And I think like you can
because there is a lot.
you can probably see that it's like tight.
Tufts of fur coming through like the bad stitch jobs.
I underestimated how big she was going to be.
Yeah.
It's definitely like good that you went with, you know, like a little jersey or a spandex or whatever you got here. It's very interesting. I think people will certainly see it.
Yeah.
And she is, I would say, she appreciates it. I think she's kind of like pulling it on, checking it out, having a look. I can't believe y'all made something for me. Wow.
Well, you're the boss. And you are still the leader of the Caps.
Yeah, we had like quite a lot of time actually as well.
Between printing and dirt.
Yeah, and making grave sites for you and stuff, which, heck, I guess that's... Nah, it's fine. I'd like to have a grave before I die, actually. Could be nice.
Because then you can pick out the spot.
Pick out the spot, find all the best worms, put it in there, get it all ready.
Yeah. Don't like worms.
Best words.
You can keep your worms. Don't put it in my sand jar.
I feel like this is a character progression because last time he said delicious worms.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
now he doesn't like worms anymore.
Well, because now he can eat anything.
Living the high life.
Living the high life. Yeah,
Now
yeah,
he's
true, Fronn,
he's
yeah.
been eating from the food replicator. Okay.
Fron's too good for the dirt worms now.
Yeah, he's not eating worms anymore, baby. It's been years of,
Hamburgers.
he's a hamburger boy now.
Bloody holy hecking dirt and dang it. Cleo, deCap, you look absolutely leaderful. Yeah, our leader is back.
Heck, I mean, I don't even know. It don't sound. I mean, y'all are in charge now. I'm just, I'm back, but But y'all built all of this without me.
Fronn, we
Yes, Bortus.
should take her outside and introduce her to the whole dang town. They're all going to be so happy. Instead of unveiling a statue, let's unveil the real thing.
Oh, there's
Yeah, and she's almost as big as a statue.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
Whoa.
I wasn't even setting that up, but that is brilliant.
Don't worry about it, Cleo. I've got a real smart fella in my head, and sometimes I come up with the good ideas. Put that cape back on. We're
Wait,
gonna stun everybody.
you want to go out there?
Yeah, of course. You're a glob dang hero, Cleo.
I don't know, y'all. I mean,
Nah. Don't worry about it. Here, chuck that on.
okay, but
Bortus, do we still have
Yes,
any
Fronn.
fireworks?
No, you're Bortus.
fuck.
I'm Fronn.
Fronn, do we have any fireworks?
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just go see in the box in the back.
Fronn's become
We'll
quite the
keep that
explosives expert.
wow.
Not as good as you, boss, but you know, I have been known to blow a thing up once in a while. On special
And the camera
occasions.
pans to a big gaping hole in the wall of the city hall.
Yeah, I love that.
With like a sign over it that just says exit.
Yeah. Oh,
Because it is now.
that is, yeah. Finally found a use for all those exit signs we accidentally printed.
There you go.
So I guess Fronn runs to the back and just rummages through a bunch of boxes. And then brings back a whole bunch of misshapen, weird looking rockets
Oh boy.
Wonderful.
Okay.
and sticks.
Oh.
And so, somewhat nervously, but re-wrapped in the blankets that Margot gave her, Cleo is led out back into the town square of CapTown, Diaus. The hot sun burning down, the sand blowing in a faint breeze as Bortus and Fronn move over to a PA system set up outside to call a town meeting, as they are wont to do on occasion. Pushing the button, an alarm-like sound roars over the town as people, not in much of a hurry, to be perfectly honest. There's not a lot of urgency in this. This has clearly happened one time too many already. Throwing open their doors, trudging out into the town square. Some people looking like they're still, like they've just taken a bowl with their lunch in it. They're not going to leave that behind. Some people just opening up their windows, people who happen to live close enough to be able to hear from their house, they just open up the window and just sort of lean out to see what's going on. But you can see, as everyone comes out and moves in towards the center of the town, just the scale of the amount of people living here. What had been a small smattering of caravans has now grown into a town of around 100 people.
Wow.
Not only that, it's a diverse cosmopolitan crowd. There's old people, there's children, there's even a few other alien species not of Terran descent. And as everyone gathers around, standing, not super impatiently, but clearly like rolling their eyes a little bit, like Bortus and Fronn have done a lot of good here, but they also have a lot of ideas that don't seem to go anywhere.
Right. Done us dirty there, Dick.
I feel like that's the vibe, though. They're on a real 3D printing binge at the moment, and
Hear ye, good folk of CapTown. We have an announcement to make. I will let Bortus, our esteemed executive sub-mayor, tell you this announcement.
Thank you, Mayor Fronn.
Why wouldn't they share this too?
But Fronn's the mayor. I'm the sub-mayor.
executive sub.
Executive sub-mayor.
Assistant to the regional manager.
As you all know, we are meant to unveil like a statue and stuff right now of our illustrious leader, Cleo deCap. Well, heck, we can do you one better than that. But first, I just want you to all remember who I am. I was Bortus. And then I got hit in the head real hard by a thing that I can't understand. And now I'm Bortus, but I'm Bortus in this fella's body. And his brain is like quiet, but in my head as well. And you all know me. And I'm here. Your executive sub-mayor of CapTown. And I just want you to remember that. Because, well, heck, Cleo's back, baby. and pulled the cape down.
Cleo is sort of like shoved up onto the plinth, onto that concrete slab with where the statue was supposed to be. Blankets falling away, blinking into the sun as everyone sort of gasps.
Wearing this tight little jacket.
Cap jacket is visible.
And you can see some jaws dropped wide open. You can see some cogs turning in some heads as people are staring. A few people sort of wince and look like they're going to flee, but get themselves under control. There's a little bit of trauma, especially people that actually were back at the BioLife base on that fateful day and actually did battle with the slavers. But many of the people of CapTown have only heard tales of the Ursine and don't necessarily have that traumatic fear within them. But nobody says anything for a long while as they look up. And finally, one person from way out back yells out, "Oh, I don't want to be, how do I word this, or how do we know that's Cleo?"
What? Hi. I mean, it's a lot. But, yeah, I was, it's me. There it is. It's me in here. And, I was here and I wasn't doing too good. That's, y'all know, because you found my body, and I guess it was probably tore up.
Yeah, no, it was quite bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It was pretty tore up, and I was in it, as you know, as you may remember. And then I wasn't. Kind of like what happened to Bortus. But, instead I got this one, and it was, I was not really me for a long time, because I kind of, we didn't really get along like Bortus and his guy. So I had to kind of figure that out, and I didn't know if I would be safe to be around for a while or ever. And I didn't want anybody to have to see it or deal with it. And I didn't know how it would be, if it was all right. So I kind of I ran for a long time. And I wish that I had known what I know now back then, but I didn't. And it just do be like that sometimes, I guess. And
Yeah, no, it does. Yep.
It be like that. And I and then I died again. Hell. But Margot picked me up, and I kind of been through it, but she brought me home. And I hope that's okay.
And if you still don't believe that this is Cleo, I, as your sometimes steamed mayor, can
Steamed mayor. You didn't say esteemed, sometimes steamed mayor.
Leave that.
That's so good.
Of course.
No, sorry. I didn't hear the rest of your sentence because I was too focused on steamed mayor.
He vouched for her.
Sometimes steamed mayor.
I am sometimes steamed.
We did get used to the new Bortus, so yeah, that's going to take a lot of getting used to.
I hear you.
Yeah, well, she is rather large now. But she also has this beautiful jacket,
Yeah.
brand new. And you can see the cap.
The cap is there.
No, okay, right. Wait a minute. If you're Cleo, then you can tell me what happened on my 8th birthday when you was left behind when we all tried to go down to the dirt pond.
Well, I mean, I don't really think it takes a whole lot to remember that y'all left me, so I went back to y'all's wagon, and I ate the cake.
Oh, heck, it's Cleo.
Oh, yep. That's a pretty Cleo move.
And I see now why that was wrong. But I think it was kind of fair in a way. And I hope that you see it that way too, because I ain't changing my mind on it.
Oh, I gotta admit, I was pretty steamed about that, but then Bortus and Fronn told us that the cakes that we can get now was all because of your noble sacrifice.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I could see it in my heart to forgive Cleo. Thing is, it wasn't much of a noble sacrifice, eh? Because here you are still alive.
Yep, now we have been discussing that internally in our meeting rooms inside here, the town hall laboratory combined office. And we have decided that it's probably pretty nice having a funeral before you die with a pyre that's already been lit, because you get to hear about it. So I reckon we just leave this plinth here and all the stuff that we did, because we already did it.
Yeah, and if you have your funeral before you die, you can be late to it too.
Excellent point, Fronn. Excellent point. We are a tardy bunch. So,
Yeah, I mean,
Well, damn.
I'm proving that right now.
yeah, this is probably Yep.
The latest I ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm sorry about that.
So, as sub-executive mayor, we're gonna light off some fireworks now, probably set up a big fire on the pyre again, and, heck, let's crack open those food replicators and a few cans of the dirt stuff, because we have been collecting that for a while. So, anyways, party.
And the fireworks go. Bam!
And as Fronn lights off the fireworks and sets them off into the daytime sky,
The best time to do fireworks, because you can see them.
there's a whole lot of noise and just kind of puffs of smoke for the most part, little sparks. You can tell that these things would be raining different colored light from the sky if it was dark out.
I am sorry, but Fronn made these, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Should we-
guess what?
You need to roll.
Yeah, you do.
Oh!
Oh, heck.
Well, you've been
kind of
bloody
roll?
done.
You've been done. I am forced to roll for every explosive that I am responsible for, so I'm just...
Okay, you're right. I mean, I was gonna allow the notion that he'd already prepared these earlier, but now that you've said it, I mean,
But what if he did it bad?
The boss is back in town, and
we better find out. Fair enough. Where's my GM spirit? So I'm just gonna Oh shit.
Okay.
That's a little 7 there.
All right.
Is that for how many we are shooting off, or is that the quality?
That's the quality.
Okay,
Oh.
now do the quantity. Because it's a balance, right?
Oh,
18, 7 out of 20.
quality.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Quantity's got a quality of itself, you know?
I think I've shot one of these off before.
I think there's already too many towns burning today.
I'm sorry, Villain,
as
but when you said they
Rocket-
had a stick, I knew they weren't going to be nice.
And I kind of bent.
They need to be those box ones.
Yeah.
And as rocket after rocket ignites, people have to scatter to avoid them because some of them are exploding with enough force to send sand and dirt flying. Clearly would have given severe burns to anyone that had been struck by them. One house is nearly ignited as one goes off on the roof, but its owner comes out with a broom and quickly bangs out the fire. People are kind of used to this sort of thing in this town.
Hell yeah. Fronn, these are great.
Thank you, Cleo. You really think my craftsmanship is that good?
Ooh, look at them go. Ooh,
I told you, Fronn. Artisans.
that one's a bit, that one came a little bit close, but yeah, great color.
I will work on the guidance system
Yeah,
next time.
maybe that.
Straight as stick. And so, as the fireworks lighten everyone's spirits and severely burn one or two people, there's not quite the gleeful, homecoming that could have been imagined in a fairy tale. People don't charge in to hug Cleo. People, in fact, do give her space. They stand back a little bit away from her. There is some awkward energy in the air, but some few people, especially those that knew Cleo well, or some of those that knew Cleo well, some are hiding their faces and tucking away into their houses, but many are coming up to exchange anecdotes, to confirm for themselves, really, that this is the Cleo they knew. Even a few people asking about the galaxy out beyond Diaus, knowing that Cleo, much like Margot, has been out there seeing things that they may never. And eventually, as the sun goes down, and people move to a slightly more secluded space around a great bonfire, the Caps are left to work out what life with Cleo still alive might look like.
Heck. Bortus, Fronn,
Yes, boss?
Yeah, boss.
this is a hell of a party. This is something else.
Only the best for the leader of the Caps.
Now, come on now.
And, you probably missed a few birthdays and stuff in there as well, and you missed some bringing, so, it's like a combined event.
Yeah, I missed a couple of y'all's birthdays too. Hell,
Yeah, I got 2 birthdays now.
yeah.
Finding presents for Bortus has been a challenge.
Well, I mean, it wasn't easy to begin with, but now, hell, I can imagine.
You thought the bringing was hard? Oh.
It's a whole new thing.
Yeah, I don't even know what I like anymore. Can barely understand the stuff.
I'm actually sort of pulling out a little magnifying glass. Yeah.
What is that? What is this? Why do I like it so much?
Yeah.
Why is it in my pocket?
Yeah.
Heck, I mean, I kind of understand what you mean, but I kind of don't. It sounds wild. That y'all hang out and you're in there, you know each other. It's hard to imagine. I mean, it ain't really like that for me, I think. I don't know. Sometimes I get confused, and I don't really know if it's me or something else, but might be nice to know what I'm in here with. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hey, boss, you've still not told us how you went to midspace. How did you get there?
Oh, I mean, after a while, I was doing the best I could out in space, and maybe it wasn't that good, but I was out there and I was doing my thing, and I got picked up, and I went to jail for a while.
What?
Yeah, Cleo the Cap got capped.
How did Cleo the Cap get capped?
Clapped.
Well, I mean,
You know what I mean.
I got clapped, and they got me, and I was in jail for a while, and just.
But you're really big now. How did they manage that?
I thought that too, but it turns out they got ways to get big people as well. And I think because I didn't really know, that made it easier for them to get me, and they did. And I was in there, and it was awful. I was by myself, but I made a friend.
You had your own room?
Yeah, can you believe that?
Holy heck.
I know it. And I gotta tell you, it weren't that bad.
I thought all the stories that I've heard about jail, you always share your room.
Well, heck, we're not in jail, Fronn, and we still share rooms.
Yeah.
That's
but
different.
We've
That's
talked about
different.
that some.
I'm shipping it. Kind of shipping it. But listen, I made a friend in there.
At the very least, platonic life mates. You know, there's no.
They are definitely life mates, and it doesn't matter how. I just know they will always be together, forever. But I made a friend in there, and we broke out. What? Me and him, we broke the hell out of jail. And I mean, you know, we made a big mess, and we went off together into space, and we worked a couple of jobs, and eventually we got ourselves a ship, Reese. That's what he wanted to be called. I didn't name him.
You got your own ship
Yeah.
too?
Holy heck, a whole
I
ship.
know it. I know it. I know you can't. I can't hardly believe it either. Still,
Now we can believe it because you are a champion at the bringing, and you have been leading the Caps for so long. Nah, we can believe this.
Yeah, that's pretty believable story so far. I mean, it would get pretty unbelievable if you started saying that there was like, I don't know, like dragons or like big fucking winged beasts that would come and eat us in the middle of the night. Yeah, now that would be pretty unbelievable.
well, hold on to that,
Oh, heck.
because I mean that's gonna come up later.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Oh, Bortus and Fronn terrified of Jordan. That'd be kind of cute.
they will be. But I mean, we did a whole bunch of jobs. We were just going from station to station, just doing jobs. And Z, he was there, and we had Harry. We picked him up, and then I mean we kept going, and we got Boris, almost like Bortus, but
Oh, look, you're kind of there, Bortus.
almost there. But
I'm still Fronn.
Oh, fuck. I keep getting this wrong.
and y'all would love him. Y'all would love Boris. I tell you what,
He's got a pretty cool name.
yeah, he do. And I mean, he's a hell of a guy, and he loves building and collecting things, and Z loves collecting things. And I mean, but they both do it, but it ain't the same thing when they. Let me tell you that when Z's collecting, but when Boris is collecting, and when I'm collecting stuff too, because you wouldn't believe this. For the first time, I had a whole room to myself with no wheels on it. And
Bloody
nobody
hell,
in there, just me. And an aquarium.
What?
What is an aquarium?
It's a giant box filled with water.
Bloody hell. What do you do with that?
You don't even have to do anything. You just look at it.
Yeah, fair enough. A big box of water? That's
Yeah.
exciting.
And you can put stuff in there, maybe, but I just looked at it. You don't even have to drink it if you don't want to, because you got so much. That's it.
Bloody hell.
I know it.
Sounds like you've been living the regal lifestyle of kings and queens of old.
I sure felt like it.
And it sounds like you have collected many treasures on your adventures.
I did. I had a whole room full, whole spaceship. Didn't even fit in my room. I kept everything everywhere. You know, Z would tell you about that. He did
Yeah, I
not
bet-
like that.
I bet everyone loved that, actually. That would have been really cool.
Well, I mean, I thought they would, but
Did you bring any of those treasures with you?
well, I got separated from everybody and from Reese, and there was an explosion, but it wasn't me that done it. And I don't really know what happened. Maggot says I died, which that sounds crazy, but because how am I here if I died? But, you know, whatever.
Well, we know with you it doesn't really stick.
Well,
Yeah, once again, Maggot has been making up fibs.
she found me just floating. And all my treasures are probably gone, but oh hell. All I got left's this. And then I'm gonna open like a little side baggie that I got hanging on my little compartment. Gonna empty it out.
Pouch.
That Keenware hydraulic container. Well, I've got a looks like I've probably dropped out maybe like 2 jelly capsules ready to go. Luckily, those didn't go off in the container. You know how hard that is to clean out. We got one of Dietz's hands, I think. Really got to figure out what to do with those. Got couple credits. Things been good. That old sleeve engine, FYI, my game changer, it's still here.
Everyone recognizes that item without rolling.
Yeah. Probably looks a bit antique now, I don't know, but I have it because it's maybe got half a shot left in it. I don't know. That's how I've been living my life, thinking that maybe I have a half a second shot if anything goes sideways. And then I've got this little thing, the duality orb. A gift from the replicant, but never did figure out what that was for. And that's it. And an old fried tentacle. And a sauce packet.
Well, let me have a look here over your expensive wares. Now, straight away, I can tell that is just a fried tentacle, a delicious snack that I have only ever seen in the food replicator. I'm going to roll, what should I roll here?
So we'll have like if you're rolling as Bortus, it's just like a D20 -5, I think, on science rolls.
Oh, no. Failed that
But
then.
as the scientist, it's going to be a D20 +5.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I rolled for Bortus a 7 -5, 2. But for the scientist inside Bortus, I rolled an 11 +5, so 16. To try and identify this item, the duality orb.
So Bortus looks at it, and it is just a sort of a strange orb. It's a little bit glowy and shimmery. It has, on one side of it, you can see it is a technological artifice, although it does look sort of just like a glass ball from some angles. And there's nothing much of note that Bortus can ascertain from it. The other brain inside Bortus, on the other hand, looks at this thing and can immediately tell that it has some relevance to his work. This is a device that, although it doesn't copy and print brainwaves from one to another, certainly does do something about untangling of the psyche, about the reading of the soul within the brain, much like BioLife spent years trying to capture. And perhaps he sort of passes that information in confusing multiple syllabic language over to Bortus.
Let me in there, Bortus. Right. Yes, that's, well, Bortus. That's a duality orb. Give me some type of control here. I could explain that. I could help out. Oh, wait, I'm Bortus. Oh,
You
the
are
other one, yeah.
Bortus. It's awkward, when you're talking to yourself. It's like you're trying
Dick's
to do like
now
good
you
rhythms.
know. Now you know.
Like I can do good rhythms with Trevor and Boris, but like it's hard to do with anyone else.
All right, so, Cleo, the fella inside my head does know what this is. Apparently it's called a duality orb. I was pretty close to guessing what it was as well. I got the orb part correct. I'm going to get some help now from inside voice, and that's who you're going to hear speak for a little bit. I'm just going to go and, retreat into the back of my mind and count dirt, I guess. Right. Yes. This here, Cleo, wonderful to see you again. The raider that killed all my friends and destroyed my life's work. Wonderful.
Well, I mean, you could argue that maybe, I have kept it going, because look at me.
You are not wrong. Fascinating.
Thank you.
I've come to terms with the destruction of the scientific community that we had built here.
I'd probably be careful with that, if I was you.
Right.
That ain't really how we sees it.
But I have kept up my curiosity while being dormant and hiding in the back here. With Bortus, food replicators, you see, don't take too much understanding of a great mind like mine. But this, the duality orb, this can help split the consciousness that you hold within yourself. enabling both halves to be at the forefront of the mind.
You mean this here little ball can make me like Bortus? Like you?
If you wish, it can, yes. When Bortus and I first had to fight the intense battle of intertwined great minds, well, we found ourselves resorting to similar measures, but not using a device as pristine and intact as this. I dare say BioLife must have continued their development off-world.
A friend gave me this. They said I would know what to do with it one day if it came to that.
Poets. Never saying anything useful, are they? Oh, it will come in useful one day. You'll know when to use it. Well, you bloody didn't, did you? That is why we need scientists. Oh, I love it. So, that's what it does, and that's how you use it. Well, no wait, I didn't say how to use it. I got caught up with myself. Yeah, you just push the button.
Put it on your head, push the button. Yeah.
But what will happen? And will I be stuck? And what if I don't want to live like you and Bortus? And can I undo it?
Unsure about the undo part. Best not push it unless you're sure.
Hell, that's one kind of bomb.
All this scientific talk is a little bit above my fireplace, and I think that is enough scientific talk for this evening. Cleo, let me show you to your room. We have cleared out a personal space for you because you had your own space on your spaceship and you had your own space on your station. So this is your room here in the town hall.
Oh, hell. Fronn, I can't even believe this.
Only the best for the boss.
I ain't the boss anymore, Fronn, you know that. But we sure have come a long way from sleeping under the wagon, huh?
Indeed, Cleo, indeed. But you will always be the boss. I might be the mayor, and Bortus might be the executive sub-mayor, but you will still be the boss.
I can live with that.
Well then, we'll continue this conversation another time. I'm going to retreat back to my studies.
Oh my god, he's like an AI.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Yep, had a good time counting some dirt there, and all the dirt I've been keeping in my brain, still there. So, don't worry about that. Fronn, have you already told Cleo about the room that we've set up?
I did, Bortus, I did. I've shown her the room, I've taken out all of the dirt. All perfect.
Dang.
Getting out all the dirt. Hell.
Well then, I guess, I'll see you in the morning, Cleo. Just don't go dying again, huh?
What?
Yeah.
Every day I try.
Well, no, I mean, that's actually what I said not to do, but, well, I guess not everyone's as smart as me.
I mean the other. I mean, you know what I mean.
It's all
You
right.
know what I mean. Hell, shit. I mean, some days harder than others. You know what I mean?
See you for breakfast in the morning. Shotgun? I'm going to take the top bunk.
Oh, not again. Why do I always have to be on the bottom? I also would like to be on the top bunk some of the time, Bortus.
You know the rules. Don't worry about it, Cleo. He was on the top bunk last night.
No, I wasn't.
Bortus and Fronn race back to their bunk beds as Cleo lies awake for a good long time. It's kind of hard to sleep being back in such a familiar place, yet so different. And there's a lot going on in her head. You know, some people were welcoming, or at least tried to exude welcome, but it's very clear that everything has changed, that the people of Diaus would almost have been happier thinking she was dead, perhaps. But that's just the paranoia coursing around in her brain, until finally she does drift off to sleep. To be woken abruptly, shaken in her bed. Eyes shooting open, Margot's over her. Cleo! Don't say anything. Don't wake the others. They won't understand. I gotta get you out of here again already.
Right, Megan, right now.
I need someone with your unique set of skills and talents and lack of scruples, because BioLife are back at it, Cleo. BioLife.
Oh, hell.
They're doing the unforgivable again, and I need you with me.
Well, let's go, maggot.
Let's go. Cleo looks back out over the sleeping Bortus and Fronn, sneaking out on them all over again. But at least she knows that they're well, and that CapTown is in good hands. As her and Margot creep out of the town to Margot's ship, back on another adventure. And that is where we end the episode.
Holy heck.
Shit.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang. So, like,
That's some deep roleplay again.
I mean, it was just a whole episode of roleplay. It was quite nice to do.
It was a real, because I came into this with a hope and a dream, I was like, okay, like, wherever we land on Cleo's sort of status in Diaus, like, we have to address the elephant in the room, or the giant
There were a
bear in the
couple
room.
elephants in the room that we kind of had to get through.
Yeah.
And a big bear.
Yeah. There was a couple bears in the room.
I am absolutely adoring all this new world building with Bortus and Fronn in CapTown. Like,
It's too easy to do. It's too fun to do.
I could watch Bortus and Fronn talk forever.
Yeah, we have some good times.
I love them.
Yeah, good berries.
I love them with their little good berries. I love it. I love them. What a nice. But we had some dice action. We had Bortus and Fronn both got to do a little dice action.
Just cheeky little dice roll, just to remember how to do it, because sometimes the role play doesn't call for it, but sometimes just got to do a little bit.
You got to do a little bit.
we got to remember we're playing a game. I mean, I'm sure once we get into a fight next week.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Huh. Interesting. I thought I heard something, but
Well, we've got two quite disparate storylines to get into, so I think I might try and hit a bit of both of them in the next episode.
whoa.
Well, bloody heck. Willem's going to be back?
Yep.
If you want me, yeah.
Yes, please.
He has no choice.
He has been locked in that cage with the
He
microphone.
has been drafted into this.
Did you, DM Dick Dynamite, get to do all of your secret heart's desires in this episode?
Oh, there's that question. Honestly, I had I came into this with different plans. Like, I didn't know even that I was gonna ditch Cleo on her own right at the beginning until I did it.
Oh my god.
Like, Margot took over, and I was like,
Dick-
I wanted to establish this notion that she's her personal war with BioLife has really reached a point where she can't be settling down anywhere, because that place will get bombed to shit. Because BioLife are at least as scary as BJ, you know? Like,
Yeah.
they are his chief rival, and he hasn't ended them, so they've got to be scary, right?
Corporations, baby.
Yeah.
The biggest
So I want
bad.
to sort of establish that, and it made me realize, like, I feel like she doesn't actually ever come home and stay home, you know?
Oof.
Oh.
She's like the Punisher, you know? She's in a forever war.
Yeah.
Brutal. And Willem, how was it being back in Fronn's body?
It's always a pleasure hanging out with the bastards. It was so much fun.
He says with a knife in his rib cage.
always very glad
This
to
was
have you.
not done under duress.
No. Tell them.
There's no
Tell them,
here.
Dylan.
Tell them the truth.
Say it into the
The
camera.
door is locked. Nobody can come in here and coerce me to say anything. So
The doors here are never truly locked.
Oh, yeah, we don't have keyholes.
It is your mind that is locked, Willem.
And anyway, what a fun
Well,
day.
yeah.
We are in season 3 with bells
We're
on.
in season 3 now.
And you know what? It's a brand new year.
We're doing it.
And I don't know shit about fuck, but like I feel like maybe a lot of exciting things are coming, and that's all I'm gonna say. Bye.
Yeah, I think stay tuned in the spot. We've got some things for you coming out over the course of the year, and it's going to be great.
You won't
We're
even
glad to have you
believe
along
it.
for the ride. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Thank you very much for hanging around for our decompressing and chatting at the end. If you want even more of that, we did in fact just today record another little our little bonus podcast, Sidearm. That's going to be popping up on our Patreon. If you want to hear these things, or even hear the original Dungeons and Dragons campaign where Bortus and Fronn made their very first appearance.
Ooh.
It's true.
That's there in our D&D campaign, Ralaran, also on the Patreon. But if not, just thank you very much for being here, for being part of our community. You want to check out our Discord, you want to get involved with our socials, it's all down there in the show notes. And we'll see you around. So there's only one thing left to say, really, and that's bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Tune in next time for another edge of your seat adventure in space with the Backwater Bastards.
If you enjoy listening, but also have eyes, check out our Instagram, where we post drawings, illustrations, character art from our adventures. Backwater_bastards. Check out our Instagram on Instagram.
All right, Zoom. Oh heck. Oh, you know, I'm not good at goodbyes, so
Why, yeah, but you're gonna come back. You're gonna come back at some day, right? You're not gonna... We're gonna see each other again.
Hey, I mean, you stay alive, right? I mean, once
You
I
know
find my
I'm not gonna
friends.
stay alive. You know I'm out here. I'm doing my thing.
Well, I owe Dietz a big favor because he's got me this window. I don't even know how he's done it, but I can get out of mid-space at this moment now. I might not be able to get back in for a while, so just, you know, look after yourself, you know, keep an eye out. Honestly, if you find yourself having to pick a side, go with the princess. Because that queen sounds batshit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Just saying. All right.
Hey.
Reese,
Yes, Trevor.
we're going to get out of here, all right? You ready to fly?
I was born ready. Literally, as it is my primary function.
All right. All right, Zoom, I have to ask you to just sort of a couple steps back. I like to fly fast.
Yeah, I imagine that about you. But hey, don't you forget about me.
Oh, heck, you don't. Yeah,
Okay?
gonna make me. I'm gonna miss you too. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
it's nothing. It's not even like a big deal or whatever. It's whatever. You're just a guy. You're just a... Yeah, you're just a guy. You're just, I don't even, whatever. It's a whatever about you. Don't forget, you're gonna forget about soon, and it's fine. And there you go, and in your fucking, in your spaceship with your guy in the your rates and your coffee. But you're never gonna get here again, and whatever, and you're probably never gonna come back, but not for soon. Whatever. That's what it says. It says soon. You gotta stop being. You gotta stop being so soft. You gotta whatever. You gotta be a merc now. Whatever. You gotta just out here. Whatever. Bye.
All right, Reese. Let's get out of this station. You see this here? Now, I'd recognize that jelly anywhere. That's a wanted poster for Z. Ooh. He's alive.
Uh-oh.
And he's out there. So let's go.
Then twabble.